Today, I'm going to be showing you the very best way to farm honey inside of the new Grow a Garden update. This is going to show you literally the best method out there, and you will be able to get so much honey from this method. As you can see, literally all of my plants in here are pollinated, and you can make so much honey with this method. I've bought in so many flower packs and seed packs with this, as well as bees. Stay tuned and pay attention to everything I'm telling you inside of this video, because this is going to help you so much. All right, so the very first thing, the bat that we're going to need to do before we get into any of this is if you haven't actually played the update and you don't know how it works, you're going to head over to the middle right here, right? So once you're at the middle, you're going to want to go ahead and you'll see that there's the swarm event, and the swarm event happens and the bees are going to come out and they're going to pollinate your plants. Now, if you don't have any pets like I do, when you're starting out, this is the only way you can get pollinated. So this is the only way your stuff is going to get pollinated, and that's the only way you can get honey is from the pollinations, right? But that's where you have to grind a little bit and you're going to have to wait for these swarm events. But once you have enough to finally buy an egg, I'd recommend heading over to the beehive right here, or the queen bee, and say, I want to trade honey. Now, I'm in the test server right now, so all of these items, the prices are subject to change. Just know that, like, this is not going to be one Roebuck, and this is probably not going to be one honey. I don't know how much it's going to be. Go ahead, buy an egg as your first thing. Make sure that's your very first priority is buying an egg, and here's why. These eggs are going to hatch bees. So let me open up this egg real quick so you can see. So I have a bunch of bee eggs. I'm going to go ahead and open these up for you. The reason why you need these before you buy anything else in the game is because they actually can pollinate. So instead of you having to wait on the event to pollinate, you can have these bees do it. All right, so we can actually start progressing faster without having to wait for this event to happen. So we can get the pollinations without it. So this is why it's so overpowered. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open all these eggs up that I just put down. You only need one to start out. Obviously, you're only able to buy one when you first start out. So boom, boom. So it looks like we just got a bunch of just commons, which are, again, fine to start out with. That's all you really need. I do have this queen bee, which I'll talk about here in a second. The next thing we need to do is head over to the pet shop. So to make this method the most effective it can possibly be, there's a couple of things we need to act. So head over to the pet egg shop, click show me pet info, and then we're going to go ahead and click on this. Now, as you can see, you can actually equip extra pets by sacrificing your pet. So required age for the next pet slot is 20. So if you pick up one of your pets that's level 20 and trade them in, you'll get more pet slots. You're going to try to get as many pet slots as you possibly can, because the more bees you have, the more pollen you're going to go ahead and get, right? And the more pollen you get, the more honey you're going to get. So if I head over to this machine, you can see that it is actually ready because I put in a bunch of stuff and I just got 10 honey. So you also can only see your honey when you're actually on the platform. So just know that. So if I give my guy the honey now, or the pollination, just give him a bunch of these. It's going to say he only has a couple left, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill this all the way up. As you can see, it's slowly filling up. Keep on doing it. All right, so now it's full. Now we have to wait 10 minutes, right? And then we're going to start getting a ton of honey. So with this method, we can farm a ton of pollinations. As you can see, all of this right here is pollinated. Everything in my garden is pretty much pollinated. I only have 3. So imagine what's going to happen if you have 6 of these. Let's say you're a little bit more advanced. You have a little bit more going for you, right? And you want to optimize this to the max. You're going to want to get one of these queen bees, because for every 15 minutes, a nearby fruit becomes magically pollinated. Applying pollinated mutation every 25 minutes, a random pet will refresh its cooldown. Okay, so this is why it is so overpowered. So if you have a bunch of these queen bees, which they are hard to get, they are divine, so just keep that in mind. But if you have a bunch of these, they're going to reset each other's cooldowns and also pollinate at the same time. So it's like these bees, but just way better. So this one is also going ahead and resetting the cooldown for this, which is going to pollinate more faster. Overall, with the queen bee, as you can see, it does this little rotation thing, and the queen bee has refreshed the bee's ability, which is the pollinator. They're not really pollinating anything because everything in my garden is already pollinated. It is super overpowered. So again, utilize the queen bee if you have it. It is rare to get, and I'm assuming you're probably grinding specifically for the queen bee if you're watching this video, or you're grinding for seed packs. Keep that in perspective. The queen bee is ultimately the best, but any bee is going to work for you. Here's a gold bee, and these ones have, again, similar stats, and they all are going to go ahead and pollinate. So that is pretty much the best strategy to getting honey, because you're going to pollinate a bunch of stuff, and then you're going to go ahead and bring it all the way over to the bee pollination area right here. And as you can see, it's kind of shaking. And then once we get our honey, we can go ahead and buy this. I want to trade honey. Go ahead, select I want to trade honey. And yeah, now we can buy pretty much a bunch of this flower packs, seed packs. Again, I am in the test server currently, so everything that you see could be slightly different when you see this video. I'm going to open up a little flower pack and show you guys what you can get out of them if you haven't already seen. Now, again, this is also subject to change, so just know that, but I got a pink lily that time, and I got a pink lily again. So that's pretty nice. So again, the best farming strategy is going to be to get as many bees as possible, have as many slots open and active as possible. On my main account in the actual game and not in the test server, I have 6 slots, so I'm going to abuse those 6 slots when the update actually comes out. So make sure to abuse this while you can. You are going to get so much honey, and the rewards inside of this are actually pretty good. Not all of them have been quite added to the beehive yet, to the bee. So just know that, because again, I am playing this update a little bit early. I have to get these videos ready for tomorrow because I'm not actually going to be able to be on to make the videos. So that is the best honey farming strategy, is just getting all of these pollinated and then making a ton of money. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 160,000 subs, and I would appreciate if every single one of you guys did subscribe. It helps the the channel out a ton. We're on that growth grind. Also, make sure to join the Discord link in the description below. We have trading server. It's a little bit dead right now, but we're trying to get it revived. Trading server, and we have a bunch of other super cool projects coming up in the Discord server.